We want to have Athar Zia from BLKbox. Is it BLKbox or
BLKbox?
Thank
yeah.
you.
Just abbreviated.
Just like, is it BLKbox, BLKbox? Okay. So, Athar, you're going to be talking about building AI.
AI ads.
and ads.
The most hot topic right now.
Thank you.
To study the ads auction. And one of my partners grew to be the 5th largest on Facebook, spending $1 million a day on ads. So the story really came out, meet executives every week, and they would say, what's the black box behind the Facebook auction? And I heard that enough to say, you know what, it's good that we create the company called BLKbox and demystify the algorithms behind it.
So how long have you been going then with this?
Ooh, you can count on my gray hairs now, but it's been 5 years. We're 130 people strong. We were born during COVID, and another cool fact, it's self-funded. So we put in millions of our own dollars into this to really drive solutions that work, and our skin is in the game. So the only way we grow is if our partners grow.
Absolutely, and having worked with a number of AI platforms myself, it's interesting to just hear your perspective on working through those years when AI was not that popular, where everybody was talking about smoke and mirrors and, you know, with great cynicism. How has it changed in the last sort of couple of years from being sort of underground or covert, and then obviously now AI becoming the thing of 24 to 25?
We actually saw the change in 2020, if you can believe it. That's when I left Facebook, because what we saw was creatives were playing a larger part than bidding, budgeting, targeting. I've bought media myself, so I can speak your language. I know how art is made. I know how UA buyers think, and that was a change at which we left to create BLKbox. And now it's not going to be a boring presentation. We'll be making video ads live. So
present away.
We'll start with that. So, hey guys, thanks for dealing with the technical difficulties a little bit, but my name is Z. I'm the CEO of BLKbox. Created company 5 years ago. I left Facebook. We saw a gap in the market where creatives started playing a larger role than bidding, budgeting, targeting. And if you could find the winning ads, you were able to drive profitable UA. So we created BLKbox, where our goal was that it's going to be the most powerful AI-powered creative intelligence platform where you can ideate, analyze, test, scale, and create all in one platform. We'll go to the next one. So myself, I've got a background in predictive modeling. I've built financial algorithms myself, and I'm bringing that type of knowledge to performance marketing with the ads auction expertise. Alongside myself, we have a team of really curated folks from gaming and non-gaming that are very, very technical to bring the science and data to marketing. And we're perfecting that knowledge to AI video ads and a lot of the AI solutions you'll see today. Cool. So there's a lot of talks on what can AI do today. There's fears on it, there's use cases on it. A lot of it is on like 3D models, there's image generation. It's a lot of surface level stuff that we were scratching maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And what we've been able to do, we've got 5 pillars. We call them analyze, ideate, create, test, and scale. And what we're effectively doing is to 10x human compute. And what I mean by that is, if you were to come up with 5 ideas before, how do we use AI to supercharge your team members today? So ideally, we want them to get promoted. We want them to look like rock stars within the company. And if they succeed, we succeed. So our mission is to 10x human compute using AI. If you could come up with 5 ideas before, we want to create 50. If you could make 10 ads before, we want you to make 100 ads. And essentially, our system that differentiates us is by test. That was one of our core pillars in the beginning, which is how do we identify an ad that has a propensity to scale? And we are now able to do that within 48 hours of our testing, and that powers all of our solutions in the back end. So by the time we're done making an ad, it just doesn't look good, it will actually perform as well. Cool. And we'll go to the next. And now we'll just make video ads. Enough of the technical stuff. I'll get my laptop back. So we've prepared a demo, guys, just to show you how far AI has come. We've trained our system on 3 to 4 partners that we don't work with. So Clash of Clans, we've got Jackpot Party, we've got Subway Surfers, and we've got Angry Birds that we've been using before, but we don't work with these partners today. And huge caveat, so all the numbers you see are just mocked up numbers, but we want to show you the power of AI in a live setting. So guys, this is our actual platform. We haven't cooked up the data in any way, and essentially our 5 pillars to unlock performance marketing in 2025 rest on these 5 pillars. Your ability to analyze your competitor ads, come up with rapid ideation that is 90% faster, generate AI video ads, test them and scale them. So we really think AI is a 10x multiplier to everything we do today, and the 5 pillars are going to drive success. Whether you're a small advertiser or large, we work with multi-million, billion-dollar companies, so we want to take the solutions of the biggest advertiser and bring them to everybody in gaming. So far what we've done is, for Subway Surfers, I've just picked that as an example. What we can do is quickly go through and pick a competitor. Within the competitor, we can see what are they running and classify their ads into top, growth, and test and learn. When we find this ad, our AI will break down their ad DNA of a winning ad, essentially why is it working. And if you were to speak to your art team today, they would say, well, the next inherent step here is we're going to copy their ads, right? We've made that pretty seamless. We'll go to this ad and let's say top performing, I want to leverage this. You could go ahead and create this and say, clone this ad for me. I think it's working, I want access to that. And from here, our team has already gone through and we can say, here is a, let's pick competitor creatives. Sure. Now the AI says, well, we've already fetched all their data. Do you want it to be males, females, what dimension, what country, and give us some guidelines. If you give it some guidelines, hit generate the storyboard, it will start going through that and starting to take the DNA of what is working and combine it with the IP of Subway Surfers, all right? And we'll go through some of these and just show you what this looks like. So by the time we're done doing this, it ends up looking like this, right? Today, the process that people are using is going to Midjourney, copying a lot of these ads. It takes a lot of time, but what they're going to be missing is a storyline, the connecting to competitor ads. There's a lot of missing pieces that we just aggregate all the solutions in the market and make it really easy for you and our team to be able to ideate rapidly, right? And if you were to go through this, you could say, and I haven't done this before, so we can say, generate a red dragon chasing the main character. So some of these are bounded to performance again, so they may let you do it, but others may not. We're making prompt engineering really, really easy. So in this case, there are bounds. We will see what it produces. But essentially, what you have in your mind, we want to be able to get it on paper really fast. So while this, we'll give it a few more seconds. If it doesn't work, I'll show you kind of like the different versions that you can iterate on pretty quickly on this. 2, 1. Okay, so if you go through this, you could go back in here and say whether you like this one or not. You could go back and do version tracking and say, you know what, I actually like the original one better. I want to export this. You hit export, it's going to convert it to a PDF, and you can ship it to anybody that you like. Cool. Now we've gone through the ability to take our competitor ad, we can clone it, turn it into an idea, and let's go now to creating some of this. We've got 4 AI video ad solutions today, which is data to video ad. Think of this product as essentially when you do your testing, your ads will have an engagement curve. So assuming that you have a 3-second drop off, what our system will be able to do is say, we've got hundreds of your ads that we've tested. If you have point X at 3 seconds, we're going to replace that with another one. So what we end up doing is flattening that curve of engagement. And when you do that, the ad networks reward you, right? So to show you this in action, we don't work with Subway Surfers, right? And you can effectively take data to video ads, storytelling, digital humans, or naturally translate the languages in any language that you want. Process is simple. We said, hey, cool, you've already done the testing. I'm going to take this ad, and I want you to make me a new version of it. We'll hit generate, and our system will go through and synthesize a new ad, but for the sake of this, we'll go back into here and show you what these look like. My videos. All right. So we'll play one of these ones. Actually, I'm gonna pick. So guys, these are all video ads. We have none of their assets. And we can turn these into ads super fast. So check this one out. We're not getting the sound on this. Are you getting it on your end? So that was purely generated by AI, and its performance is to make performance be unlocked. And Sam is back there. Sam made some of these ads, and he's our growth person. He has no production skills, right? And if I give you guys, any of you, access to our platform today, as long as you have video ads already in place, you'll be able to make video ads within 10 minutes, all right? Yeah. So there's a bunch of these examples that we have that, and it gets really cool. So you can go ahead and say, let me go back out of here. You can say, I want a new variation. So we know the UA side, if an ad works, we want more variations of it. And you can quickly say, turn this into this color for me, right? And it's making that for you as we speak. You could then go ahead and say, I want a version in 9:16 because I have a specific placement. Make more of these. These are all being made right in front of us as we speak, right? And if you wanted to localize your ads, it will say, what language do you want to be in? We'll pick Korean. Go to next, I like this ad, this one's working well for me. And what are the emotions you want to elicit when you're trying to localize these ads? And I can say fear of missing out, and hit a script for me. So now it's gonna end up creating a script, and I will just use English in this case, and it will say, do you want a digital human to speak this as well, right? If you don't, cool, you can go next, and you can pick the language of what you want the person to sound like. So our ability to proliferate content is super, super fast at this point, right? And I'll go back and show you what this looks and feels like, and you can say voiceovers.
Ever wished you could escape the ordinary?
So you get the point. The internet sucks. But we can then go to, let's go to Jackpot. Actually, let's go to Clash of Clans. All right. And here are some ads that, again, we don't work with Clash of Clans. And we'll play one of the ads, and this was made by me, so we'll see what this looks like. It will load. So you guys get the point. There's many ways to make this. We'll go to Ideate just to show you what storyboarding looks like for something like Clash of Clans. Come on, you gotta load images at least. It's very native. We can take your competitor ads, combine it with the IP of Clash of Clans. We don't even work with them. When we get their data to work with it, it becomes like, put it on supercharge essentially, all right? And if this is not there, we can go to Jackpot Party. It's a casino title. So our AI is able to transform many different products, different languages, different categories of games. And we'll play one of these, and then we'll...
We lost the video.
Oh, no. Do I have to go a duplicate? All right, let's try duplicating this.
Is it not duplicate?
It's still on duplicate. So, what? Oh, here we go. We're back. We're back. All right. So we'll play you an ad on what a casino ad looks like. So this can 10x the scale of content that's going to hit the market. I know we're all talking about images being generated. One of the things that we think is actually going to be a problem statement in the future is not making video ads. We think that's going to flood the market. if I can make a video ad, it's going to 10x itself if you give this in the hands of artists. So what we really think is going to happen is the ability to test 10x more volume of ads is going to be very constraining. How do we figure out ad A versus ad B that has different colors, different emotions? What is resonating with our users? And that is part of our test pillar, where when we 10x the volume, the testing pillar will help us unlock what type of users are resonating with your product so that our retention, our LTV curves stay optimal. All right?
We're going to have to wrap. I'm so
Cool.
sorry about all of the...
No worries. So you guys get the view of where we're going with this. AI is going to become a super powerful assistant to your internal teams. We are already there. If we can make it, now we want to empower the rest of you guys to make it with that.
Thank you.